am with Bill and Susan Hayes. How are you guys doing today?
Beautifully, thank you.
Another fabulous day of days. Wonderful.
Wonderful. You know what's also wonderful that I wanted to give a shout out to the Days fans about is your autobiographical film, World by the Tail.
Yes, you can see it free online if you go to billhayesmovie.com. It's wonderful. They did a great job. 80 minutes. It's a documentary of me.
Lots of music. I'm very proud of it. Our grandson produced it because he adores his grandfather, and he's been he's been a success in life and had the money to do it. And Billy and David and
a producer director named Lee Levin put it together.
Worked on it about 4 years.
Yep, did a great job.
Great job.
Wonderful. I learned a lot about your career, and I mean, I've read articles and magazines, but I mean, it goes in a lot of depth. And you got a lot of Days co-stars that come in and pipe up and talk about you guys too. That was awesome.
Yes.
I loved that film.
Yes, I loved it too. I could watch it. I could watch it and watch it and watch it.
Oh yeah.
The story of your
life.
life.
It has my parents in it, my brothers and my children, and a lot of close friends.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful.
You know, more exciting news, you were on The Tonight Show, right?
Yes.
Well,
How was
sort
that
of.
experience for you? Sort of.
That was quite an experience. Susan and I were in New York with the
same
grandson
grandson.
that she just mentioned, and we went to see the Jimmy Fallon show. They went through the whole show, and down at the end, he was about to introduce Sheryl Crow, and her amplifier quit working. So they stopped the show, stopped the taping, and he went out into the audience, and he was talking to the people.
Just schmoozing with the
Just
audience,
schmoozing.
filling the time.
Hi, where are you from? So and so and so.
Australia. That's always Australia.
Yes. And then he got up to the back row where we were, and our grandson got up and said,
This is my grandfather,
my
Bill Hayes.
grandfather.
He recorded the Ballad of Davy Crockett and has the gold record for it. He was also on your show of shows. He's been on The Tonight Show 3 times in history.
Yeah.
Whereupon Jimmy Fallon said, really? And Billy said, yes. And Susan said, oh my God. And he said, well, then he has to close the circle. And he led Bill out of the back row where we had been stuffed and down this long flight of stairs. And I'm looking at Billy saying, oh my God, his jacket isn't pressed because we've been out in New York all day long.
Yeah.
And then he's sitting in the interview chair, and Jimmy Fallon interviewed him, and Bill was Mr. Cool.
well,
Well, you are.
I did do the Tonight Show when Jack Parr was doing it, which is a long time ago, and late 50s probably. And I did it a couple times on the Johnny Carson Tonight Show. And so
And I did it on the Johnny Carson show when Johnny was on vacation. They were kind of throwing a bone to the soap opera people. Really.
Yeah.
But it was quite a thrilling moment.
Yeah. And you can find it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's on YouTube and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So another exciting thing that was kind of cool. You guys have your own emoji, your own Days emoji.
Yeah, we're very proud. We're very
Ours
proud.
is the best.
No,
I agree.
Yes,
No.
Susan and I, the picture of us is the best.
Yeah, we love our picture.
Yeah, I love
we
it too.
really do. Even if it is listed with the props. It's right
I
under,
wondered about that.
it's right under Deidre. Deidre's levitating, and then under that is us. Yes.
Whatever. It's a thrill. It's wonderful. To have your own emoji?
Pretty nice.
Have you actually used it for anything?
Well, Billy sent it to me saying, to my darling wife with love.
Yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
After all.
Of course, that's a good way to use it.
It's a Doug and Julie, but it's also a Bill and Susan.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, have you seen like fans use it in an interesting way or something that's unusual?
I've seen a few times. I don't think a lot of people know how to put them into their tweets or Twitters or.
At least we don't.
And but I think I have seen it a few times. Yes.
That was the most fun.
You know what I love about the story now is Doug's Place is coming back, I guess, unless it's Club Chloe. I'm not sure. I assume it's Doug's Place.
It's going to be Doug's Place.
Awesome, great.
It'll be Club
don't-
Chloe for a while.
Well, don't say that to Chloe, but I was thrilled today meeting so many of the fans, the hundreds of fans that come to Day of Days. How many of them said they were grateful that Doug's Place was back. So it isn't just something that we liked because we got to play around in it, but apparently the fans enjoyed it once upon a time too.
Well, we did have a dozen years of the real Doug's Place with music all the time.
Gloria Loring,
almost
Robert
every
Clary.
day.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. Robert Clary, we see each other every week. And we just saw Patty Weaver recently.
We just
who
had
played
lunch with
Trish
Patty
Clayton.
Weaver, Trish Clayton.
And the music was a huge part of the show for a long time.
You know, just keeping the thing alive, I think, is great.
It's
I mean, it was a
wonderful.
huge part of the show. It gives you guys,
A
a
place
good
to be.
storyline, and it's been fun seeing you and Nadia Bjorlin in the
I
storyline
love
together,
working.
working together.
I love working with her.
You know, it's fun seeing
If she
characters
weren't
that
so
don't.
ugly.
Yeah,
Oh,
too bad about
right.
the way she looks.
I know,
though.
right? You know, but it's fun seeing the characters mix up, so we don't always see you guys with the same people, but seeing
Thank
different
you.
personalities
Right.
with other. It's just variety, you know, and adds new things to the characters. So I'm excited for what's going to happen for you guys
Thank you.
in the future, and good luck for Doug's Place and Bill and Susan.
Indeed.